Hey guys, you're here if you had a number 10 on your paper that said you needed a stronger conclusion. For most of you, that means you need a call to action. For some of you, that means that you need to be reminded of the parts of a conclusion. So let's start with the parts. These notes are from November 14th, so you need to open to that page if you're not there now. The last paragraph of your essay, it's the conclusion. It restates your thesis or claim in different words. You've practiced that before. You summarize your main points, 1 to 2 sentences of that. So you go back through, you think about what are the 3 points that you tried to make to prove that claim, and you just kind of summarize those in 1 to 2 sentences. If you need help with either of those 2 steps, please see me. I'm focusing right now on writing an effective ending. So that's kind of where a lot of people struggle. So you should have a call to action handout, or in this case it says calls to action because there are multiple. And so what I'm going to have you do is for each of the different types, the author asks the reader to do something. That's a call to action. And that's what we want to do at the end of argument pieces, is we want to get the reader to say, I need to go out and do something about this. But each of these 4 does this differently. So what you're going to do is select 2 to read, analyze, and annotate in order to mimic that call to action in the same style. Remember, this is typically your last line in an argument, so it needs to be strong. So for example, if we want to annotate, right, to analyze, this one says, if you're a teacher who has students that don't like to read, give them access to good books and time to read and talk about them. Don't assign books and never give prizes for reading. Your students will thank you for it. So we've kind of got this pattern here. We've got, here's what you should do. Here's what you shouldn't do. And here's the result if you do that thing or don't do that thing, right? And it's as easy as that. So let's see if any of the other ones do some of the same things. Let's look at the second one. It says, and finally, insist on and tell the truth about cigarettes, what they do to your body and your life. So this one's interesting because there's a colon there. And then this is what you should do, right? And then it says, take time to talk to your children today. So again, it's just kind of extending on that should. Doesn't say what you shouldn't do. It's just saying what you should do, and that works as well. And then again, we've got a result. You may just end up saving a life, right? So kind of a dramatic one. So you can kind of look at the other 2 on your own, and if you have trouble with them, that's fine. You can come talk to me. But I want to look at number 2 and from now practice mimicking that. Right? And these are easier than some of the other things you've mimicked before, so this shouldn't be too much of a problem. I've already done it because me writing it on this video would take too much time, and I want you to get to writing yours. But I'm kind of using some of the same phrases because they did it well. So this one, I start with and finally, right? And finally insist on doing what's right for your child's health, and then I've got that colon, dump the nightly video game binges. So this is for an argument about video games. And I did my hook and context part on this as well. So I've got the colon there. I've got the what we should do, right? Dump the nightly video game binges. And then I use that same frame. Take that time to talk to your child today. And then I actually even use the same end line. You may even end up saving a life. Now, I'll probably end up changing that, but that's kind of a good way to end it, right? Is, hey, you might do something really good for your child. So you can mimic. I could have taken the last sentence from the previous one and done it down here as well. Your child may even thank you for it, right? You can end up saying that. So there are a few that over time, as you continue to write calls to action, you may come back to many times, and that's okay. So I don't want you to copy these exactly. Obviously, your topics are very different, but there are a lot of ideas and phrasing and different things that you can take from these and definitely use in your own papers. So if you have any questions about conclusions at all, make sure to refer to your notes and refer to the sheet. And happy writing, and thank you for watching.